Sitting down with Carla, Ikechi, and Michelle. Welcome back, everybody. See, y'all are OGs now.
Yeah.
This is the end of the season. We get into the good stuff, let me tell you. So how does it feel discussing some of these tougher moments?
It kind of is empowering to like finally start to talk about the things that I was suspicious about for a long time.
Okay. How does it feel for you, Ikechi?
It's kind of a relief to get things done, honestly.
Okay, what do you mean get things done?
Like the conclusion kind of piece.
Okay. How does it feel for you, Carla? How do you feel about, where you and Juan are right now?
I'm just trying to stay open and being vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I feel like being met with this wall. So trying just to like understand and like meet him where he's at.
Absolutely. I'm interested to see how you navigate this. What I can say is many of the spouses are facing hardships, and we could all use a little relief. So tonight's signature cocktail
I just chug it.
is a classic painkiller. This cocktail consists of rum, pineapple juice, fresh squeezed orange juice, and coconut cream. Cheers.
Someday.
Cheers. Okay, let's chat about tonight's episode. Carla, you and Juan have been working on intimacy with the support of the experts, but tonight you tried a different approach with a tarot reading. Let's watch that back.
I don't know why I feel your career or your analytic mind takes over and kind of ruins the love energy between the two of you. So that's why I want you to kind of put the mind on the back burner, because maybe this shouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe there is no way of analyzing that,
Well, it's an interesting approach. I mean, I guess I'll give it some thought.
So, did Juan say anything after the tarot reading, like when the cameras went away?
His brother does tarot readings.
His brother does tarot
Yeah,
readings?
his
Well, why
brother
is he
does.
so acting foreign to it?
His family is very much aligned with my beliefs. Like, his brother said that he would do our, like if he wanted, he would do my natal chart. So there's something in there. I know he's exposed to this. I just don't know why I met with such, like, resistance.
I love hearing all this background of his family and his brother doing tarot, because you never would have thought that. Tell me, I need to understand better the energy that exists between you and Juan.
If he pulls away, then I kind of go. And then when I pull away, he's making a little bit more of an effort. So I can definitely see on both sides where we're both kind of like...
Okay. You have a little dance going.
Yeah, we're doing
You
a
have
tango.
a little tango, okay.
I guess that's just the natural rhythm. But yeah, I just feel like it should just flow on its natural time.
Understood. Ikechi, if you had to guess, why do you think Juan is in his head so much, specifically when it comes to intimacy?
I think, well, just from the conversations that I've had with Juan, like he's not trying to up.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm so afraid to move.
Yeah, not just that, but like he's saying that sex in the past has really clouded his world, and like with you, he really wants to get to a place where he can be intimate with you. He's just not trying to up. That's what I got from him.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think everyone gets that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just perplexed watching it, like an art, like a touch, a handhold. Do you all do those things?
No, he also, like our visit with Dr. Pia, he did say he doesn't feel like romantic feelings towards me. He doesn't feel those things towards me. He's not.
Do you feel those toward him?
I feel like naturally I'm a more like affectionate person. So like naturally I would, like since the beginning, like it's like, oh, okay, like I surrendered to this experience and it's just gonna be myself. But as time goes on, no, I don't feel comfortable being open and affectionate with him because I feel the energy and I feel the
So
barrier.
does this feel friend zone-ish, or?
Oh, for sure. Yes. And like when a man wants you, girl, he comes for you. So.
Ikechi, during your session with Dr. Pia, you shared the difficulties you've been experiencing in your marriage, and it seems like it's reaching the point of no return.
One of the main reasons why I don't communicate with her is that things get misconstrued or thrown back in my face for something that was agreed upon or whatever.
I really need to know what it is because I am unsure what you're talking about.
It's just our conversations don't progress. It's like taking 10 steps forward and then 20 steps back. It doesn't feel like a want or desire to go any further.
How is it watching that back? Do you see anything different than in the moment?
I see my inability to express how I felt. I want to say that I don't want to be here. I want to say that I'm not interested in this marriage.
I'm confused because then don't y'all go out after this?
Yeah.
Want to go play some video games?
Yes.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. I said it. Come on.
In that moment, I was so tired and delirious. I was like, hey, I just want to go. You want to go? Let's just go. And there was a game room across the street, and we like just went and just had a moment of just like freedom.
You played games?
Yeah, we played basketball. We played.
David and I usually separate when we get into a fight.
You told me right before this that in this moment you don't want to be here, you don't want to be in this marriage, right?
True.
And then you turned to her and said, hey, you want to go play video games? What we see is that it's very much mixed messaging and very confusing. For anyone outside of your head, this don't make sense.
It didn't make sense to me.
So, well, then, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, it was more of like an olive branch of peace.
So tell me, would you have been confused?
I think I get confused because I've only heard like MM's side of the story, and then like watching this, like I think she's looking for specific examples, and so are the experts, and I feel like we don't get those from you. So then I'm still confused because I'm like, well, what happened? What was the turning point?
So, imagine you're not into somebody. Imagine David like humping on you or like or making you feel sexually uncomfortable in a room when you're not into David.
Right.
And it's like, hey, calm down. And when I say that she's aggressive, it's that. Like, yo, like, we just met.
Yeah.
Like, there was a spark in the beginning, a comfortability in the beginning, and it was good. But, like, at the honeymoon, the over-sex thing, there's not that, because you're making me feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to come into a space and just immediately, like, hey, you know, it's...
I think that the confusion is, which you were getting on, is like, so like David and I did, like we did feel uncomfortable. So like if we wanted the scene to end, we would separate, you know what I mean? Because we weren't comfortable with each other. So there was no desire. I couldn't imagine like having that conversation with him and then be like, hey, let's go play some hoops. You know, and I feel like that's what gets confusing.
I understand that confusion.
So that's my point, is that those mixed messages in a finite period of time would have anyone like, what?
All right, so say we've had this conversation of divorce, and it was just like I said, just innocent moment of just like, all right, this is over. But I
think the thing that makes it hard is that wasn't ready for it to be over. So what happens is it creates a sense of false hope. I understand you're saying you did it in a lighthearted way, but the way that it's received in that kind of moment, I don't feel that it's in alignment with your intent behind it.
How many times can you say you're done before somebody understands it?
Actions sometimes speak louder than words, and you.
But I think that goes back to romanticizing.
Yeah, exactly. Like she's looking for any sign of hope, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like you block out the words and you see what you want to see.
That's not on me.
I didn't say it was on you. I'm just giving you...
No. I understand what you're saying.
I'm giving you the other perspective of it, you know, and how it can be received. That's all. But despite their differing desires, Ikechi still chose to end his marriage, and we'll be diving into that later. Carla, Ikechi, and Michelle have been giving me all the dirt about tonight's episode, and the text saga continued when David changed his story yet again.
I'm here to tell you the real deal.
Okay.
I up. The text message that was sent to you was supposed to be sent to another girl. And at that point, when I sent it, I knew I up. Deleted her contact. Her name's Tiffany. And she had asked me what I was doing that night, told her I was out. Asked her what she was doing, she sent the picture.
How do you feel with him finally admitting what we all knew, is that this text message clearly wasn't for cousin Denise?
Yeah. I mean, it was obvious the message was never about food. Denise was not involved. Denise is like ride or die, and so that was an easy out because she would have his back. And then he immediately followed up and was like, can we talk? Like, I want to set the story straight.
So you think Denise just called him and said, hey, listen, cat's out the bag?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So what emotions are you feeling about this?
Yeah, I think no matter the situation, like no woman wants to be lied to and cheated on. Also, like infidelity is like huge. Like my parents are divorced because of that. And so like it just like hits home.
Okay. So Carla, what was your take on seeing that?
Okay, I'm gonna be real.
Please be.
Like I totally don't want to take away from like, I don't want to be insensitive towards like what your like past has been, but it's very rocky and rough watching you two as a couple. So I understood that he looked elsewhere.
Are you looking outside of your marriage when like you're feeling rejected by Juan?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, but I think like if I was being rejected in such a way and like, then I don't know how I would handle that. I can't say.
This is my take. An ugly truth is better than a clean lie. So I pray and I hope that he comes to a space where he can not only be truthful with you, but also truthful with himself.
Yeah.
Okay. While the future of Michelle and David's marriage is up in the air, Akechi and MM's has hit the ground. Let's take a look at this clip.
I just wanted to pull you to the side. Just kind of hand you this.
Divorce papers. Okay. You want me to sign this?
Yeah.
Where do I sign this? Because this is only page 1. I don't think that this is the page I signed. This is only page 1.
Well.
There's nowhere to actually sign. Where's the rest of the pages?
As a formality.
This is not a paper to sign.
Tell me your thoughts.
I can see myself not even wanting to be there. But I came to conclude, to put a period at the end of the sentence, I was done. And to be done with it, I did it. And soon as she blew up, I gotta go. I shouldn't have wasted the gas.
I thought that was so silly for you to like show up. That was like silly as What it seemed like is you were there to embarrass MM in a group setting, but it backlashed and it ended up turning on you.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's valid. At the same time, I didn't come to be silly. I came to just conclude something. So it was like...
I mean, I get it, yeah.
And I think the other thing is, and I hope you see this and realize your demeanor, the energy in which you bring with you when you enter into the room.
Like, it's uncomfortable. Like, even like we were sitting at dinner and like you're standing behind and like the whole situation was just, it was icky.
Well, the reason I was not at the dinner table was because, I was allergic to shellfish.
Right,
so
and I don't think we realized that either. So like, we're like always like waiting to like jump in and be like, divorce.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. And again, it wasn't, I didn't want to make a big deal of anything. So it was like, all right, let me do this over there in the corner. It was like a very embarrassing moment that I could have just stayed home for.
Akechi, this brings us to tonight's do-over segment. If you could go back and serve MM divorce papers in a different way, how would you do it?
I would send somebody else to do it. I wouldn't have been there in the first damn place.
Okay. Well, this might be the end of the road for MM and Akechi, but the rest of the spouses are still on this journey. Michelle, you brought up David's text message at the couples retreat, and things got a little tense. Let's watch that back.
I do think there is
there's a lot to pull apart. You know, I think we have always...
Alan, I would just say chill it, bro.
I don't want to have any more, like, serious... I'm not, like, I support both of you, but I'm just like...
Look, no one divorce papers. Let it die tonight.
You do have to approach this bygones be bygones for now.
Are we still talking about us?
No, just in general.
Everybody.
I'm about to pack my bags and get the out of here.
When Madison gets up, it almost felt like she was upset. Like, so where do you think the root of that was?
And that's how I took it. Like, the second she got up, it, like, immediately was like, why did she do that? I sat there even earlier in the day, like, I'm sitting, like, listening to her, like, talk about her and Alan's problem. I'm, like, trying to be helpful and, like, listen.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just felt like the second I start talking about what I'm going through, I always got the feeling that she was siding with David.
Mm-hmm.
But even I felt like the whole group was at that point. And then, like, she gets up and I'm just like, it was hurtful. Like, I'm like, why can't I speak my truth?
Could it be she's upset because...
I'm talking about her man.
I don't know. Look, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna watch it just like everybody else. I can't wait. What do you think, Carla? Do you think there's a world where the text could be for Madison?
Yes.
Okay.
That would have never came to my mind, like, originally. But I was out that night, and Madison ended up saying, like, oh, let's go dancing after, but let's ditch the guys. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we go dancing, and we're there for about an hour, and then all of a sudden, like, David pops up. So we're dancing, we're all having a good time, and then all of a sudden, I'm by myself, and I was like, wait, like, what's going on? Like, where did they go?
How long did they disappear for?
Maybe, like, 4 songs.
Okay.
Something like that.
5 times 5.
That's about 25 minutes.
Finally, I see them, like, come out of the crowd, and I was like, where were you guys? Like, what? And she's like, oh, I lost my phone. But then when she brought it up, then I was like, oh, my God, like, they were in the crowd.
And that was the night that the text message was sent.
The night that
Carla was talking about is the text message night.
Oh, okay. Do you say anything to Michelle?
No,
Or to anyone else?
I didn't tell anybody.
Okay.
I didn't see anything with my eyes besides them coming out of the crowd, so I didn't feel like I could say anything.
Understood. Well, what we can say is this. You're innocent until you're proven otherwise. So we're going to give the benefit of the doubt. Madison's not here. David's not here to answer these questions. But what I know is what happens in the dark always comes to light, and we will see how it all plays out on next week's brand new episode of Married at First Sight. Here's a sneak peek.
Next time.
Isn't this, like, relaxing?
It is. This is very therapeutic.
Who is most likely to get caught cheating? Ooh.
David, because he was. Was that message for you? I don't think so. It should not have been. Okay. The response should have been like, oh, my God, no.
The possibility of that is disgusting.
She knows more about me than my wife, bro.
Her and you. I'm done.
Alan. Bro, hey, Alan. Yo, bro, hey.
I knew it. Okay, we are going to have a lot to talk about next week. Carla, Kechi, Michelle, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see all of you again very soon. I'm Keisha Knight Pulliam, and to everyone at home, this has been the Married at First Sight After Party. See you next time.